What's up, America? Across the pond, from bedrooms to living rooms. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me and Big Mike on Second Take. I'm your boy BC, Bryant Carter. Big Mike, what's up, my man?
BC, man, dude, I'm ready to get this show started because I got a feeling we got some things we need to talk about today. Boy, I've been running all day today, but hey, got to make time for Second to Take, and we're going to lay it down
Well,
tonight.
well, man, you gave me a text, and I answered, and you was like, "Hey, what's up? Are we jumping on?" And it's just like that, Mike. It's just like that. You got something on your mind. We got something on our minds, and the world got something on your mind, and this is what we do.
This is what we do right here. So what we got tonight, BC?
Man, as you know, first of all, happy MLK Day.
Absolutely.
I had to work today. I don't know about you,
Dude, I was
but
shocked. I actually thought today was gonna. I thought today. I mean, I guess because I'm overseas so much,
mhm.
and of course we work that day just because of not getting American holidays per se or whatever by what I do. But I was surprised to come home today. I was surprised to go out today and realize that everybody was working today. I thought to myself, "Isn't this a federal holiday? Like what happened to this?"
Man, the schools was closed. What? Wasn't the bank closed?
You know what? I don't know. I didn't go that far down towards the bank, but it's a federal holiday. I'm pretty sure they
Man,
was.
I know I had to wake up this morning. It was like 3 degrees.
Did,
So it is what
BC,
it
this
is.
cold weather is not good for me, bro. I think I'm going back overseas. I ain't gonna be able to do this because
Hey,
this out
well,
here is just not gonna happen for me.
you got like just another month and a half or so, or something like that.
Hey man, my ankles are about to fall off.
Man, you know what, Mike?
What's that?
We just inaugurated another president
We did.
of the United States again. I think this Donald Trump might have been the third president that has uh was a president, then lost, then came back and became president again, if I'm not mistaken. But today Donald Trump was inaugurated. What do you think about that?
Well, before I get into that, let me ask you a question because I know you're a man of God.
Hmm.
I've been out all day, so I didn't get a chance to watch any of it. I seen a picture floating around, and I'm not sure if it's Photoshop or what. I'm not sure why anybody want to Photoshop it, but anyway, it showed when he was swearing in, he did not have his hand on the Bible. Any reason that you can come up with of why he wouldn't do that?
What today?
Today, during the inauguration, the picture that I saw, and it was from a really good source. But once again, people have the abilities to do what they want to do. But I'm just wondering if indeed that is the case. How do you? I've never watched the inauguration where the incoming president swearing in did not have his hand on the Bible while he was swearing in. I mean, you go to court and you got to put your hand on it just for, what I'm saying, just for hitting Leroy in the face or something. You got to put your hand on the Bible. So I'm curious on why that could be.
Yeah, I'm trying to see a picture.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
I was trying to fathom, like, he had his hand to the side. Uh, this is a show about opinions. This is a show
And
about
his
how we
hand wasn't
feel.
on the Bible.
His hand wasn't on the Bible when he swore in, had his hand up, but he had his other hand that should have been his left hand. He had it down to the side of it. It was not on the Bible while he was swearing in. Somebody had a Bible. They was holding it, but unfortunately, he didn't use it. So
Oh,
I'm
his
just,
wife is holding it.
huh?
His wife is holding it.
I
Right,
mean,
right, right here. His wife is holding it.
yeah, that was it right there. Absolutely. So,
Hmm.
um, okay, so you see the same picture. I've never seen that before, man.
I couldn't tell you, Mike.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I mean, is he telling the truth?
Hey, your hand's supposed to be on that Bible, man.
Supposed to be on that Bible, ain't it? Somebody, look, this is no hate against the new president. I've learned one thing that you just got to pray for your leaders and hope they do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, somebody's calling him Lucifer, like he won't even touch the Bible.
Hey, yeah, yeah. You supposed to put your hand on that Bible now.
Supposed to put your hand on the Bible. So,
You know, I know he's a confessing believer,
yeah.
but I don't know what's up with that, Mike.
Yeah, I don't either, bro. So, it kind of brings me into another topic since, you talk about the confessing believer.
Hmm.
He's in the White House now. In my opinion, look, the people, and that's what makes America great already. No matter what the president, no matter who the president is, America's always going to be great. But the American people, they voted on who they wanted in the White House.
Hmm.
So who am I to try to say he doesn't belong in the White House? It is what it is. With that being said, because of Vice President Harris and kind of what she stood for or whatever, a lot of people kind of looked at this right here as being a spiritual contest in a sense. I'm not sure if I want to use contest or whatever, but when I sit back and when I think about being a Christian myself and thinking about what he confesses, as you said, and also what they kind of put on to be as far as VP Harris and what they kind of believe in. As a Christian, I struggle, even though I might not have liked Donald Trump or I might not think he's presidential. It's like, how as a Christian do I go against his side based off what he believes versus what other people believe? If I hope I kind of put that the right way.
Well, the way I always looked at it, Mike, I pray for whoever's president of the United States.
Exactly. Yes.
I pray for our leaders and everybody, and I feel that's the way we're supposed to do. And as far as voting and what you vote for, what you believe in, and I believe that the Democrat Party and the Republican Party is like wings on a bird. They both go in the same direction,
Yeah.
and that's why I can't, be either a Republican or a Democrat. I have voted for both before,
Okay.
and I voted for who I think. But as being a believer, we just supposed to pray for whoever's in office.
Yeah.
No matter if we didn't vote for that individual, we supposed to pray for them and
Yep.
hope that they, do the will of God.
And for me, I think that's kind of where the line was at. I mean, I think this is probably like the first time that, like I said, even though I might not like Trump, I might not think maybe he needs to be in the White House or whatever. It's just I think this was the first time I didn't wear a "Make America Great" hat, none of that kind of stuff. I didn't do any of that
Yeah,
stuff. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't,
But he said me neither. But
yeah, I
for
don't do
me, I
that.
had to set back, and I think the moment that my mind really changed, especially for this election as a whole, is it was based off a sermon that I heard at church, and basically the pastor was like, I need you guys to put your personal feelings about somebody, both parties to the side, and just hear what I have to say. And basically, the way he laid it out, it just like, man, dude, like as a Christian, how can I go over in this direction, knowing as a Christian that's not what we believe in, and that's not what we're looking for. So, I think at the end of the day, BC,
Well,
just like you just said,
well, it's
you know,
also like if you could blindfold yourself and you only heard the agendas.
yes, that's basically what it was about. Listen
Yeah,
to the
if you
agendas.
only heard the agendas, what is it that from your beliefs or what you believe, which one stands out that you say, okay, I want to vote for this?
And I think that's what it comes down to, BC. Actually, I think and I'm not gonna lie to you, BC. It kind of screwed me up a little bit, bro, because I was just like,
It was a
how can
tough
you
one,
go
man.
against that? Yeah.
It's
I
been
mean,
tough for the
I
last
was.
8 years.
So I'm just like, how can how can you not be in favor of this way or that, one way or another, really based off the agendas? And I mean, to me, now that he's in office, I hope he can keep, which we hope all politicians do. And just so politicians, they get a bad name, and it doesn't really matter who they are, almost in some sense. But I really hope that he can really, in some forms, do exactly what he said he's going to do for the people. So
Yeah,
I
I
think it's
hope.
going to be interesting. I definitely. I definitely look forward to seeing what his first 100 days is going to be like. And but at the end of the day, you know, God is bigger
Yeah.
than our president. He's bigger than our office. He's
Right.
bigger than Congress and all of this. So at the end of the day, our faith is not completely on what a president can do, but on what God can do. So,
Exactly.
and that's how you kind of keep the anxiety level down of, okay, he's in office. Oh my goodness, it's getting ready to be bad. It's getting ready to be bad. So, it's just one of them things that you really just kind of look at. But I'm definitely gonna follow just to see how his first 100 days goes in office.
Yeah, like you said, God is still in control no matter what, and
Yeah.
that's what keeps me steady because America is just temporary. This world's just temporary.
Yeah.
President of the United States is just temporary. God doesn't. He can care less about who's president of the United States. The only thing God is concerned about on this planet is the soul of humanity. That's it.
That's it. Yep. So as I sat back and I really think about it, a lot of people are really disappointed, and I guess I got mixed feelings about whether he's going to be a good president or not. I got a life that I got to live, and I can't sit back and just wonder or live in fear that the new president, Mr. Trump, is going to take care of America. I just gotta put my trust in God,
What
that He can take care of the situation.
Well, the goal is for each individual to take care of America. John
Exactly.
F. Kennedy said it best, ask not what your country can do for
Do
you,
for
but
you.
what can you do for your country?
Yeah.
But here's one of the things, Mike, that a lot of people look at these presidents and nominees and political figures, they look at them as a god.
Yes, they do.
And they look at in their party, they look at the party as a god.
Yes, they do.
So if a person don't win, they really that's like the Republican Party. A lot of people in the Republican Party, they don't really care about the country or the people in America. They if their thing is they hope Donald Trump does bad. The same way as Republican Party, they hope that Joe Biden did bad.
Yeah.
It ain't no group thing. It ain't no coming together and whoever's president get behind it and let's help American people. It's not
Yes.
like that. It's so much one party's against another and the other party's against that. It
Yep.
shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that. And, I think as you said, it's up to us individually and collectively to make sure that we can put the country where it needs to be at. And that's in the right direction. Now, before we close this out, I will say on the funny side of this, I will say one thing. There's one group of people who's very happy to have Donald Trump in the White House again, and those guys are called contractors because we don't know if it's going to be a war or not. But if there's a war, it means more money for contractors overseas. So
And more
yeah,
money for gun folk. But
for all of that,
hey,
I mean,
the way I look at it, Mike, like you said, man, that's the best way to look at it. God's in control, and we
yeah,
do what we're supposed to do as an individual, and take care of our families and pray for our leaders. That's what
and
I do.
that's about what I'm saying. That's just about what we can do. And if, once you did that, you let God do what He do. You know what I'm saying? so
Yeah,
so hey, I think they watching you, bro.
man, hey, man, a bug came, and I don't know why in the world a bug is the cold it is outside. I don't know what that was.
He come inside to hang out with you. I think that's what he did. He came inside. So yeah, so let's just see what happens with the
A ladybug.
there you go. See, she's interested. Let's see what happens with Mr. President, and let's see how the country for the next 4 years. We got him, so we might as well just embrace it and just go with it. So yeah, so let's just go with it, man. That's good. As BC, you know what? As adults, man,
Hmm.
we never talked about politics ever. When I left high school, I didn't see you until a couple of weeks ago. So
Yeah,
it's been a few things
it
happen over the
was
years.
20-something years, man.
Yeah, yeah,
25 years or something
it's
like
been a
that.
while, man. Oh yeah, it's been a long time. So
So yeah, I was even when I was a kid, I was interested in CNN, and CNN was the big thing back then.
Yeah, okay.
and I used to watch CNN just to learn and have a expanded vocabulary.
Okay.
'Cause they would say words, and I would go look them up. I would have my dictionary right with me. I would go
Well,
look it up. Then I got into the debates,
okay.
going all the way back to Reagan, and then when Clinton and all them, I got into debates, and the debates was intriguing to me. And I even
Okay.
go back to the Nixon and JFK debates. And what's funny, Mike, is if you go back and look at the 1960 debate between Richard Nixon and JFK, the same issues that they're talking about is the same issues that we're talking about today. So it goes to show that nobody is doing anything to make anything better. So that's why I keep God first.
You and hey, you know what? How ironic, because God is the same that He was yesterday as He is today. So
Yes.
there you have it.
So,
You know what I'm saying? And that's the good thing that He didn't change.
yeah.
And that's the good thing that He didn't change.
Well,
That's for
when
sure.
you are perfect, you don't have to change.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I wish I had my soundboard right here, because I think I would probably. Not even sure if it would even Brand. It
Yeah,
won't even
hand
let me
clap.
use. Yeah, I think I would if I had it, but I don't. So you know what? I almost thought we was recording, going live. I had to double check when I looked at the screen. I said, "Dude, are we live?" I'm not sure, but anyway, let's see what happens with this new president. I guess a lot of people who didn't vote for him, I guess they'll say, "Well, we know one thing for sure. After this 4 years, then we don't have to have him anymore." So I guess they just hope they can just hold on for 4 years until he leaves. But I mean, you can live like that, or you can just get on with life and just hope for the best. I guess that's how
Yeah,
you can do it. So
everything's
uh,
good, man.
everything is good now. So, but you know what is exciting for a lot of people right now, that a lot of
What's
people
up?
is agreeing on? College basketball, PC.
Ooh, I don't
Basketball
think.
is good.
Are you sure that everybody is agreeing on college basketball?
You know
What
what?
what do you mean
Look, look,
by
look, 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 look,
agreeing
look.
on college basketball? What do you mean by
College
it?
college basketball, now that the NIL is in motion, it's putting teams equal now. And now just about everybody has a chance to beat everybody.
It's
And it's been
almost
like
better.
that.
You think it's better than the NBA?
I think it's more exciting because I think the players are hungry, because
This
the
is
players are trying to get there.
the first time in my life that I have ever said that college basketball is better than the NBA to me.
I think it is, man. I mean, it's
First
I
time.
love it, man. The
First
first
time.
time, huh?
So what do everybody agree on in college basketball?
That Auburn is number one team in the nation.
Auburn's not what you see the list or something? Well, you got a list
Look,
over
look,
there?
look, look. Look. I'm
You
gonna
got a
be honest
list?
with you. I got my top five.
Oh, you got your top
I got my and
I
look,
got
look,
my top 5.
look,
Is
look.
is your
Hey,
top 5 the same as my top
and
5?
look, hey, and if you let me see, and if you can see right now, I'm a UK fan, but you'll
You
be
might
shocked.
be mad at my top 5.
You
I'm a
might be mad
UK
at.
fan.
Hey, you might be mad at my top five too.
Lower Big Blue Nation fan. I come on that show with you sometimes.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, you
hey,
do.
so you know I'm a Kentucky fan,
Yes, you do.
but
Yeah.
I'm not biased either.
No. So you got to keep it real here on Second Take, don't you?
Yeah, you gotta keep it real,
You
second
got to
take,
keep it
man.
real.
What
I got my banner up, but hey,
what's
we're
your
gonna
number
keep it
5
real.
team then?
All right. I'll tell you what. I read my number five. You read your number five. I read my
Okay,
number four. You read your number four. How about that?
okay.
Let's get it. Number four. People ain't gonna agree with this.
You got a
People gonna.
list? I got a list too.
Let me see. What's that at? Yeah. All right. My number five is Florida.
See that right there. When you say in Florida, I know the next BBN fan show ain't gonna be good.
Hey, what
You
goes on
said
Second Take
you
stays on
said
Second
it
Take.
like
Okay.
that. Florida, why you got Florida, Big Mike?
Man, I just look. First of all, Kentucky beat Florida, and I'm not throwing any shade. I'm not. Yeah, I pick Florida because I think Florida's a solid team, bro. I do. And even though Florida got beat the other night to, oh man, they just lost. I can't remember. They lost to Missouri, I think it was. I think Missouri beat them. I think that's who beat them. But I just think Florida's still a dangerous team, man. I just do. And
Okay, can I say something?
yeah.
Just to let the people know, this list is a list that really, just like my list and Mike's list, it's based on who we think, not based on the polls, but it's based on who we think right now at
Yeah.
this moment. What's the day?
The 20th.
The 20th. It could change
January.
next week,
Yeah.
but right now, Mike says that Florida is the number 5 team in the nation.
Who you got?
My number 5 team in the nation, we gonna go down south. We gonna go out to Big Texas. I'm going with the Cougars of Houston. The Houston Cougars is my number 5 team. They a team that's always good, Mike.
They on good
They
on
play
defense.
defense. They get up in you, and they just haven't got over the hump yet.
Ooh, wee, man. I looked at that and I thought about Houston. So just so you guys know, especially if you're college fans and you actually looking at the poll or whatever, I actually forgot today was a new poll coming out today. So I completely forgot. So I didn't actually look at it until after I wrote my list out. So I had no
Is
idea.
Auburn number 1?
I knew about the number 1 and number 2. I figured those two would be in line. I didn't know who was
Who's
going to
number
be
2?
number 3, 4, or 5. Auburn's number 1.
Who's number 2?
Duke. Yeah.
That's Savvy love that.
Oh yeah. So my number 4 is Alabama. I think those guys are legit. I think they got in series. The point guard he's the real deal. I do have to say that I think Kentucky could have beat them this past weekend if they make a couple more free throws and maybe go out and guard the perimeter a little bit better. I think Kentucky could have beat them. They gave up. I mean, they only lost by 5. I think Kentucky's still growing. They still gonna get better, but I think Alabama's number 4 team in the nation right now.
You know what? You said Kentucky. You mentioned the number 14. Your
Yeah.
number 14, but you mentioned Kentucky about 4 or 5 times now. It sounds like you're apologizing to somebody.
I think my feelings are.
I'm wrong.
Hey, I think my feelings are hurt that we got beat, bro. I'm still getting over it.
It sounds like that you are getting ready to apologize to somebody. Maybe I'm wrong.
I still love
Just
Kentucky,
take
though.
it.
Okay.
Keep it real.
Yeah, I still love Kentucky.
Okay.
But I got Alabama and actually, to be honest with you, after I looked at the polls today, I actually honestly thought maybe Alabama. Well, I forgot about. I thought Alabama may actually jump Iowa State, but they didn't.
Ooh.
Yeah. So who you got? Yeah. So who
My
you got number 4?
team in college basketball, Iowa State, man.
Okay.
Got them as number 4.
Didn't
They are a balanced basketball team. They can shoot the ball. They're balanced.
I haven't had a chance to watch them play yet, but I know they got beat by West Virginia this past weekend.
Hey, it happened. It happened. But this is a list for today.
Yeah, for today.
Change next week. But right now, Iowa State is number 4
This
on
is
my
my
list.
opinion, for real. Well, I actually got Iowa State at number 3 for myself. Yeah, I actually got them.
Number
I actually
3.
got them. I actually got them better than Alabama.
You know what's funny?
What?
I got Alabama number 3. So you got them as number. It's just switch pretty much. Who you got number 3?
Iowa State.
Okay, I got Iowa State number 4, and you got Alabama number 4. I got them number 3.
Yeah. Well, I got it right though, so I won't hold that against you. Okay.
Hey, I got Alabama number 3, man. Just
Yeah.
everything that you said, except for I'm not gonna say Kentucky about 4 or 5 times. because I feel no need to apologize for anything that's going to happen in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Big Blue Nation, quote, quote. Yeah, I got Alabama as number 3, just how you say they got the guard play. They can shoot the basketball. They can go inside and out, and they can rebound. And they beat our boys, Kentucky, by 5, which was a real good game that could have swayed it anyway. But I got
Just say
Alabama as the number 3 team and my number 3 team in the country right now.
it's okay. You can go ahead and just say Kentucky should have won it. But anyway, we won't go there. It's crazy. So yeah, but all jokes, Bama's. I think Bama's a good team. They're beatable. They are.
Yeah.
And I think if Kentucky gets to see them when they get to go down to Alabama, I think we might find a way to win it. But number two, I got Duke. Now keep in mind, I made this list before I even seen the polls.
Me
So,
too.
Yeah. So I got Duke at number 2.
I got Duke at number 2.
See, great minds think alike.
I got Duke at number 2, man.
I think.
Hey, Kentucky beat those guys back in when was it, Mike? December?
Was it December or I think it was December.
Kentucky beat those guys, and at that time those guys were young. Now Cooper Flag, he has come into his own, and the other freshman, he's playing good basketball, and those guys are on another level now. They are playing real good basketball. I said before, when Kentucky played them, they are a Final Four team, and I still believe that they are a Final Four team. And Duke is my list is the number 2 team right now in the country.
Well, that is definitely something that we agree on, and that's one of them teams. I think even if you ask a lot of Kentucky fans, they might tell you, I don't want to see them no more to the championship game because Duke is good. Duke is good, and here's the thing about the list.
And I hate to say it, Mike. But
yeah, me too. I agree with you. The one thing about this list is, it's completely about being unbiased. But you got to be able to, call a spade what it is. And Duke is a good ball club. And one thing about me as a Kentucky fan, I'm really happy that these guys are winning games because hopefully it makes us look good that we beat these guys. So but Duke is definitely and I don't want Sav to hear me because he'll tell me I don't need your support.
Yeah, man.
He's like, I don't need your support. But Duke is a good team, man. And I definitely think that they number 2 in the nation. For a reason. And first, I've already put it out. I got Auburn at number 1. Look, until somebody beats them. And look, here's the thing, though. Duke has the head-to-head win, but they still, Auburn didn't lose. So I don't know. I think they got it right by not jumping Duke to number 1.
I got Auburn number 1 too, man.
And look, and
I know a lot of people might be those people down south like, well, Tennessee, how you got Tennessee in there?
No, Tennessee ain't. No. Tennessee. And one thing about it, though, with Auburn, even though I put them as the best team in the nation right now, because those guys are still good, the last, when Broom, when he got hurt, they beat South Carolina by 2 points. Now they just beat Georgia by 2 points. So I'm asking myself, how much longer does these guys hold on without him? Here we are. We got this so happened. They had South Carolina and they had Georgia. South Carolina, whatever. Georgia's playing really good basketball right now. But what happens if Auburn has to go up against Alabama tomorrow? I don't know if Auburn is good enough to hold on. But for right now, they're the number 1 team, huh?
If they went up against Missouri,
even a Missouri right now,
that would be a problem.
That would be a problem for Auburn right now. It really would. But I think until Auburn loses, and until they show that they can't win a big game without their key player being out, with their key player being out, then I got to keep them at number 1.
Man, they the best team in college basketball to me.
They complete.
Yeah, they are bench from bench to the starting 5 to the coach to they can run, they can slow the game down, they can shoot, they can defend, they're athletic. They
But see, my
great basketball team.
My only team with Auburn is are they going to collapse down the road? That's my only question. That's my question about them. That's even my question about Alabama. Is these two teams going to collapse down the road?
Well, all it takes is one bad game, Mike.
Mm.
One bad game. You have one bad game.
Yeah, and you out.
Yeah, you gone.
So both of those teams. So so basically, you and I. Well, you don't. Who was your number 5 again?
My number 5 was, I think I done erased the list. My number 5 was, the Houston Cougars.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So basically, we both. I got 3 SEC teams in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, rightfully so. I think
Yeah,
I think that just speaks volumes for the SEC as just how good they are this year. But going down the stretch, this is really going to be fun. Auburn and Duke doesn't have to see each other no more unless it's in March.
yeah,
So we won't see that matchup anymore. But Duke already got the head-to-head, so you have to see how this actually fans out, especially if this right here was March and seeding. Would Auburn get the number 1 seed in college basketball today
yeah,
if it was March? And I have to agree with you. I think they would.
yeah,
I
most
think
definitely.
it would be Auburn, Duke, Iowa State, and maybe Alabama with those top 4 seeds.
Yep.
So, and with Tennessee falling to Vandy, I did a show the other day, BC, and I mentioned about college basketball. And out of everybody that lost this weekend, Kentucky was the only team that actually got. Iowa State got beat, but Kentucky was the only team that got beat by a team that was ranked higher than them. Everybody, it was 7 top 25 teams that lost. Auburn barely hung on, and Tennessee wasn't good enough to finish. So
Yeah.
we still got a lot of basketball to play. But these are here it's a real good top 5 list.
And yeah, that's like I said, man, the SEC, I say it all the time, it's the gauntlet. Tennessee went down there in Nashville, took a L, man, and
They
that's what
did.
happened all through the SEC.
And so for myself, I try to stay humble because I know if we don't show up and rebound, we go take a L2 to somebody. And now Vandy's coming off a high, and then now Kentucky's got to go play those guys. So
Yeah,
maybe if Kentucky can get the next 2 wins, I might put them as top 5 team. But for right now, this is my top 5, and I'm rolling with. Yeah. So college basketball is best, and BC just admitted it. College basketball right now is better than the NBA. There it is.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's
Me,
exciting.
first time
Yeah.
in my life, me saying that.
Now I wonder what once because for me after the All-Star game for NBA, things start wrapping up because football's over. NFL's over, Super Bowl's out of the way, All-Star game is over. Now people's playing for the playoffs for real. So let's see if that's a difference as far as after the All-Star game, if the NBA can actually ramp up and start living up to being the NBA or not. So a lot of teams are trying to make it, and we're gonna see what happens as
Maybe
well
if they
too.
cut down on threes a little bit.
Well, that ain't gonna happen because everybody wants to shoot it now. Everybody wants to shoot it. So that's the signature of the game now. And Steph Curry, do you think Steph Curry messed up the game of NBA?
No, I can't blame it on him. I just blame it on everybody trying to be like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Well, he makes it look easy.
That's what is not his fault
Yeah.
that he can shoot. He wasn't trying to dunk when he was young. Everybody else was trying to dunk.
Yeah. He was working
So,
on his shot.
it's hey man. Here's one thing, Mike. They shoot a lot of threes because they can shoot them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The guys can shoot.
Yeah.
Everybody on the court can shoot. But when you coming down on a break, it used to be guys go and get a layup.
Yeah.
Now they
Take a
run
rim
to the
home with 'em.
three-point line.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like going to see the Harlem Globetrotters play against each other. So that's what it's kind of maybe get better playoffs, but I'd rather watch college basketball right now.
I do too. I agree with you. And one thing about NBA, you didn't get those 110 to 117 every single night scores. If you scored 100 points, you was dogging somebody.
Well,
But back in the day,
it was defense play,
it was. Yeah.
but when you shoot a bunch of threes and you make a bunch of threes, the score's going to be high.
And no perimeter defense at all.
Yeah.
But they'd just be like, let me just hold a head up, and they already 7 feet in front of you, and I don't want to go out there because I'll be tired. So let me just let them shoot it.
So it's pretty
And
much shoot free throws, shoot layups, and shoot
Yep.
threes.
That's it. You don't even see bigs out there. You got Joel Embiid. He'll sit outside and pop a 3 in a second.
Jacking up threes, man.
He's just jacking up. He's just shooting lights out some days. Be like, hey man, can you go inside? Why? I can hit a 3. And last time I checked, 3's better than 2.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
so that's how it goes
that's the
right
way the
there.
game
Bro.
is, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, hey, BC, I appreciate you, man. Another good show tonight for Second to Take. Man, my top 5 is balling.
Man, hey, our top 5 is identical. I just had Houston in there.
My top 5 once again was Florida, number 5,
And you had
Alabama, number 4, Iowa, number 3, Duke, number 2, and Auburn at number 1.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty much you had Florida. I don't know how Florida snuck in there with you. I don't know what that was about.
well, I think Houston is actually ranked. Let me see where that's at. Houston is actually ranked number 7. That means that Tennessee stayed at number 6. They didn't fall. They stayed right where they was at. Houston moved up from 10 to 7. So we'll see what happens. Maybe Houston would play inspired. We don't know. So they'll choke too.
They good every year, man.
Yeah, they are.
They good every
But
year.
they'll choke.
Maybe it's the year to get over the hump, get to the Final Four.
It's going to be interesting to see, man. NIL has changed the game, changed recruiting, and now if you got a bigger bank, you can get the stars that somebody else can't get, or somebody could get, but you're going to pay them a little bit more money. So now they're not going to the Dukes and the Kentuckys and all of this. Now they go to a BYU and something like that if you pay me the right kind of money. So that's another topic for another day. Guys, you've been watching Second to None. I'm your boy, Big Mike. This is my boy, BC, right here. And good luck to the president this year. Let's see or for the term, let's see what happened. College basketball is getting better. And until next time, we out.